Well, Jim, let's get a question or two in before our dynamite review that everyone's looking forward to. This one was sent on Twitter using the hashtag CornyDriveThru from Wrestling Mark. Would love to hear Jim's comments on this article about Ronda Rousey wanting to use thumbtacks in her match with Liv Morgan and WWE's reaction. Have you heard anything about this?
I saw a thing on Twitter and I clicked on it to read her comment, and basically she's, we wanted to use thumbtacks, but the legal department wouldn't let us do it.
Well, here's the actual quote, and this was transcribed. This is from a post-wrestling article. Yeah, actually, I pitched the finish to be on thumbtacks. She put down thumbtacks. She was going to, I guess, Liv Morgan. Put down thumbtacks and powerbombed me onto the thumbtacks, and then as a repeat of our finish before, I would get the armbar on the thumbtacks, but they start counting the pin, but then I would have to push up onto my one shoulder, like into the thumbtacks to keep her armbar on, and Liv would be biting her hand trying not to tap and then pass out face down into the thumbtacks and have her hand there to protect her face. But they said we can't do thumbtacks anymore, that legally we can't purposely injure people and cut their skin and stuff.
And cut their skin and stuff.
I don't know. So I was like, well, how about tiny little maple leaf pins? They're like, no. I'm like, how about a bunch of screws? They're on the side. It's the ground. They said, nope. So there it is. She wanted to use thumbtacks, and I guess the more interesting thing, it's not a surprise that someone who watches modern wrestling would be fooled into thinking that's a good idea.
Well, but here's the thing. What would she have said when she was in the UFC or in the judo competitions, in the Olympics or national AAU, whatever the fucking case? Hey, well, how about some thumbtacks on the mat or thumbtacks in the cage? Wait, what, are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? Well, that's stupid. So why isn't it here? Because Ronda Rousey, whose pro wrestling knowledge is severely limited, would be offended if somebody suggested that they do that in one of the sports she took seriously. But now that she's just retired from all of that serious stuff and is just jacking around playing in an obvious, goofy fucking environment where you can do stupid shit like that for no reason, of course she would suggest that.
What do you think of WWE's answer?
Well, maybe that is the state of it, and that's good. Or maybe they just gave the old goddamn deal answer that I would give when one of the sponsors at a spot show would want their kids to be able to get in the ring. Sorry, we can't do that because of insurance requirements. Another way to get the fuck away from me. I don't come down to goddamn Jiffy Lube and ask to go up on your rack. So that may be it also, but just another mark that's being pushed at a high level in the business and actually wants to do shit on thumbtacks because it'd be fun and cool.
Here's her quote about using the bat. You know what's so funny? It's a bat. You kind of have to be careful where you hit people with it.
What?
And I felt bad because Liv was in a position when I was supposed to be whacking her with a bat, and I'm like, if I hit her in the back, I could really mess up her spine. If I hit her in the rib, I think it'll break a rib. I'm like, I'm just going to keep hitting her in the ass. I just keep whacking the shit out of her butt.
Oh, God.
Kind of felt bad later. But yeah, her butt must look bad today. So there's Rhonda. I had to use a bat.
Oh, thank God we got that all cleared up. Here's an idea. Don't use the fucking bat, you idiot. If you can't use, anything, bat, chair, ice pick, whatever you can't work with, don't use it.
But what if she doesn't have a choice? What if she's handed it by Triple H and he says, take this bat and do what's right?
Well, then
Or I'll take your house and your family and you have nothing.
I was going to say, take this bat and do what's right. Well, then she wouldn't have to work with the bat. She would do what's right and obliterate Liv Morgan. But if he said, take the bat and wear her out with it, and she said, I don't know how to work with a bat and it will look like shit, then I don't think they would have goddamn made her, at point of a gun, use the bat. But nobody is willing to come out and say anymore, I can't do that. It will look like shit. Or even if I could hit the girl with the bat and it would look good, I'm not going to do it 14 fucking times because that's ridiculous. So what she told everybody was, I'm Ronda Rousey, I've got a baseball bat, and I can't hurt this 100-pound little blonde, plastic, surgically enhanced Barbie doll.
Well, we don't know if she's surgically enhanced. That's not fair.
All right, this blonde Barbie doll replicated,
Well,
possibly surgically enhanced, possibly not.
Possibly not.
She's still 100 pounds, and she's still being beaten with a baseball bat. For fuck's sake.
Well, only in the butt.
What?
Only in the butt. She could take a pounding, apparently.
What? In the butt? What? What? In the butt?
All right, before you keep doing the butt, let's move on here with the show.